What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 16 of the Nightly Nonsense Podcast. I'm your host, Adam. I'm here with Dave and Chris. Boys, 2024.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year to all the listeners out there.
Dave's struggling. Entering the new year, feeling a little down, a little sick.
I'm struggling.
He's here for the people.
Here. The people are comparing it to the Michael Jordan flu game.
Yep, it's Dave's MJ flu game. He's here for the people.
Exactly.
Boys, we haven't talked, or at least on the airwaves we've talked, but not on the pod since Christmas. Everyone have good holiday. Chris, I know you and I were chatting about just kind of the hecticness that is the holiday season before we hopped on, but no complaints. Good Christmas, good holiday, good New Year.
I mean, well, I know lots of grateful, lots of love, lots of family, lots of good presents. It was awesome. Can't complain at all.
I agree. It was awesome. Saw a lot of family, saw some friends, had a fun New Year. Got some good presents this year, so got a lot of clothes, some new shoes, so that was always good. New hat that I'm wearing.
Nice.
So, nothing fancy at all. So possible fancy. Sponsor one day.
Nothing to see here. Nothing fancy.
Exactly, but no, it's good Christmas.
What is your guys'?
No, you gotta tell us about yours, man. You can't just slide back. You can't slide past that just because you're the host.
No, it was good. Like we talked about before hopping on, like it is a decent amount of like driving back and forth. Like I had Saturday Christmas with Kristen's immediate family, then Christmas Eve I had my family, and then we went to Kristen's parents' house for Christmas Eve with her mom's side of the family, and then on Christmas Day we woke up, did presents in our house, then went to Kristen's parents' house so she could do presents, then we went to my parents' house so I could do presents, then we went back to Kristen's parents' house so we could have Christmas with Kristen's dad's side of the family. So it's a lot of driving back and forth, but I mean, there's no complaints. Like Kristen's mom hooks me up every year. Kristen's dad's side of the family, like I've been around for so long, like I get a check from Aunt Ann. It's like, shout out Aunt Ann, what's up? Like, so, which obviously it's also not all about the gifts, but it's good to see everyone. Like it doesn't hurt at all. Like obviously extended side of the family with, especially for me, like it's just my immediate family. So Kristen's family activities are always a lot of fun because there's a lot of them. Like Kristen's cousin was like piercing ears in the kitchen on Christmas. Like it was just like, what is going on? Just, it's a good time. A lot of rowdy things end up happening.
Things going on over there?
No, I asked Kristen if she would, I was like, would you let her pierce my nose? And she was like, absolutely not. I was like, all right.
Your nose. You went with the nose.
Well, I'm not going to do either of them, but like Kristen got her ears triple pierced. And I was like, whoa.
Triple?
Like she already had double, so she got her triple.
I thought you meant she was getting 6 piercings on Christmas
No, but
Day.
It was like, her cousin is 15. Her younger cousin's like 15 or 16. She's like, I don't have my ears pierced. And one of her older cousins was like, well, I have all the stuff at home to do it. Do you want me to go get it? And she was like, sure. So Mandy just straight up left Christmas, came back and like pierced 7 people's ears. I was like, what the heck are we doing here?
Holy cow.
Let me go get that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I could have pierced your ear every year. I just don't have the little gun, but I could do whatever.
Exactly.
But no, it was
the apple behind the ear.
It was also great this year with NFL on Christmas.
I know, it's
like
nice.
This is like Christmas is really like the only time of the year I watch NBA because it's the only thing on. And when they're piercing ears in the kitchen, I don't feel like sitting there just watching that happen. So obviously all the men are in the other room just watching whatever sports on TV. So like I don't necessarily even enjoy watching Christmas on NBA, but that's the only thing that's on. So having NFL this year was fantastic.
Yeah, and New Year's Day was another fantastic day of sports. Everything's just going right in the sports world. They're doing it right. We'll get to this college football 19 playoff, and then everything's going to be right in the world.
Yep. It's no. How many teams did you just say?
9.
It's not going to be 9.
What?
It's 12.
It's 12.
Oh.
That's the loudest I've spoken in days.
I thought it was
no, it's
I don't even
12.
know. I don't even know how it would be 9. I guess one team gets a bye only.
I don't know where I came up with 9 from, but 12's even better. I love that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, exactly. No, it's going to be great, dude. The college football playoff this year, for how much hate the committee got for their selections. I think that if anything, the results of the game, which I know this is a results-oriented outlook on things, but the results of the game showed that they made the right decisions. Those games were incredible, and Florida State got absolutely boat raced by Georgia, and I know they didn't have all their players. So
I was going to say, like, because I was one that was in that camp. I mean, I think I said it to you guys. I was like, Florida State just proved the committee right. But, like, I also saw after sending that, like, 20 of their regular starters didn't even play.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I sent it to you, Dave. I didn't send it to you, Chris. But I saw, it was like ESPN on Instagram was showing it was like it was just like Florida State players like clapping back at Alabama. And it was like, oh, really? They really deserve to be in the playoff, huh? Like Kermit sipping tea, like all of this stuff, like talking trash about how Alabama lost. It's like, you guys literally just were a part of like the most lopsided loss, and now you're calling out Alabama for losing to the number one team in the college football playoff in overtime. Like, and with a chance to tie it up, if not win, like Florida State after the kickoff wasn't in that game. Like, is that really the hill you want to die on, Florida State? Is this what you're trying to do?
Yeah. I mean, talk about throwing stones in a glass house. It was not good.
That is not. If they cared that much, they should have played in their game. That's what I
think. Also true.
Yeah. They saw one that was like, there's a difference between owning it and being given it. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You guys would have done it.
Yeah, exactly. But those games were great.
If anything, it was almost like, should Georgia have been the fourth team? Maybe, I don't know, but like Georgia or Alabama. If anything, we just learned that Florida State should not have been the fourth team.
Yeah,
I don't know. Those games were fantastic. They were so much fun to watch. Washington looked dangerous. I mean,
I may be riding with Washington in the championship.
I love that.
They look good, though.
They're really good. I'm also biased because we all know I hate Michigan, but I may be riding with Washington.
But
Go ahead, Adam.
I was going to say, just like how you guys were saying, like both of the games were so good. Like it was like 2-3 weeks ago at this point, like when the playoff got selected, like we went through in the Let's Learn Sports, like we went through some of the games and they're always so lopsided, like the 1-4-2-3. Like I feel like this is the first year where every game was like in it until the last second. It was great.
Yeah.
One of the guys said that in the post game. And I thought about that segment because one of the guys in the post game was like, this is the first year in a long time where all of the semifinals games have been close because they usually are lopsided. And I was like, you know who was all over that? The Nightly Nonsense boys.
We've been all over that. All over that.
Yep. And this year we got good football. It was awesome.
Yeah. I hate to bring this up because I feel like it's been so talked out at this point, but I'd be remiss if I didn't say something. Number 68 reported the Lions won that game. Jerry Jones took Cowboys money line at home on that game, made a call down to that field, had some blackmail on that rest, and got him to make it. Right? That's just what happened. You can't convince me any other way.
I wouldn't put it past Jerry to do something like that.
Especially since the Cowboys are known for, like, they know what the spread is, and they're trying to cover, they're trying to win.
Has the officiating crew or anyone like come out and been like, we messed up? All I've seen is like the officiating crew from that game has been like taken off of the chance to like officiate in the playoffs.
And they got I
haven't seen anything come out like like I know there's like an association. I can't think of what it's called. Been like, yeah, we messed up.
No, the NFL came out and said that
doubled down on it.
Yeah, doubled down on you. Responsibility is on the players to make sure they cleanly report. Yep. That's just crazy to me. And the fact that Dan Campbell meets with them beforehand and walks them through that play.
It's like, we are going to do this at some point. Yeah, tough look.
You messed that up.
Really bad look.
Which, I mean, I literally just called it out, like, asked if they came out and admitted they made a mistake, but I'll also be the first to admit, like, I almost respect the NFL more for just doubling down on the fact that they messed up, because, like, as a fan, it just makes me angrier when, like, So like a Liverpool game earlier this year, they had a goal ruled out for offsides. The VAR officials messed up. They thought the call on the field was goal. So the VAR guy was just like, yep, we're all good here. And then didn't know the call on the field wasn't goal. So they were like, all right, no goal. Everyone continue. Goal didn't count. And then after the game, they were like, yeah, we messed up. It should have been a good goal. But like as a fan, I like just sitting there being angry. And now when they admit that they messed up, I'm just like, well, now I can still be angry, but now I can't feel like as, I don't know. I almost like when they just double down and just let me be angry.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So sometimes you like them
sometimes I like the reverse effect because, like, as a fan, like, what does that do? Like, they're not going to replay the game. They're not going to give Liverpool the goal and be like, oh, they actually won. They actually tied. Like, now it's just like, I know I got screwed, where instead I'm just thinking I got screwed.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. No, they don't. They don't. I mean, I guess it's up to the sports book, but generally, I don't think they do.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So, do we think, like, going into the playoffs, do you think it's obvious, or, like, do you, like, everyone's already, like, it's going to be the Ravens 49ers, like, we don't see anyone playing upset, like...
I don't know about that.
Like,
I don't see an upset.
I don't think any other team is really good. Anytime I think a team's good, they decide to not be good.
Until Cleveland rolls in. Cleveland's rolling in an upset.
I think
you're a Dolphins fan now, Dave.
4 weeks ago, I took Ravens to beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my $0 in my sportsbook account, and now I have one outstanding, and that's all I have left in there. Maybe New Year.
Like, obviously, barring injury, like, in my mind, those are the two teams. I don't think I can see, like, I say that, but, like, obviously crazy things happen. And, like, even though how bad the Chiefs look right now, like, it's Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Like, I'm not ready to say, like, he can't do it.
He can't do it.
I mean, he can do it, but can the rest of his team do it?
Get the man some wide receivers.
I mean, so we don't have to keep talking about sports, but just because you said get the man, like, there's no one to blame but the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, they thought Patrick Mahomes could win with this receiving core. Like, they can't be mad about it now. They went forward with these guys when everyone was like, they need more talent. And they're like, no, all we need is Kadarius Toney, Marcus Valdez-Scantling, this rookie wide receiver. We have Patrick Mahomes. Why would we need anything else? Like, they built the team. How can you be mad now, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
fans can be mad, but
they did make the playoffs. So
yeah, and they won the division. Like, they're a good team, but, like, so many people were like, oh, if Patrick Mahomes had good wide receivers, they'd be undefeated. It'd be like, well, yeah, if the Baltimore Ravens had better players at every position, they'd be undefeated. Like, that's every team.
Yeah.
Every team wants better players. You can't be mad about the team you built just because it fits your narrative.
There's also just been a big drop-off in Travis Kelce's production as well lately. I think that's been another big thing that's been, like,
because he's got
a pitfall for them. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think also a lot of it is, like, obviously when they had Tyreek Hill, you have to pick which one you want to double team it, and then the other one's going to go off. Mm-hmm. And then even last year, like, Juju Smith-Schuster is a middle of the road wide receiver, but he's shown that he's a lot better than everything that they had. So, like, he could go off in games if they wanted to take away Travis Kelce. And now this year they show if we just put 3 guys on Travis Kelce, Kadarius Toney will drop 7 passes, Marcus Valdez-Scantling will drop 5. Like, the only guy that can do damage is their rookie wide receiver. And
and he's had a good year.
Yeah, he's had a great year.
Yeah, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, they took a gamble by not getting more in the receiving core. They've made the playoffs, so you can't say that they were necessarily wrong, but obviously they're not clearly as good as a team as they have been. We'll see what they do, though. I wouldn't put anything past Patrick Mahomes.
Absolutely. So to close out at least this part of the sports talk, if we get into some later, obviously, with Let's Learn Sports. But when I said that I don't really see any teams playing upset, Dave, you said you could see some teams playing spoiler. Who do you have as potential teams playing spoiler? Like, if it's not the Ravens coming out of the AFC, who do you think it could be? If it's not the 49ers coming out of the NFC, who do you think it could be?
Dude, I think the Browns are just a nasty team. Now, I picked the Dolphins a couple weeks ago, and so I could ride with that, and I do think that the Dolphins are a very good team. Obviously, lots of questions on their defense, but with the Browns, their Browns defense, the Browns defense is legit. And with Joe Flacco throwing for over 300 yards multiple weeks in a row, like where did that come from?
The Browns are the team you don't want to play right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I really think they could do it? No, but
probably
like,
not,
I
but
don't
want
to play them. No,
exactly. I agree with that 100%. I don't think they'll do it, but they're a scary team that's kind of putting the things together right now.
Then NFC, do you think it's the 49ers or because like I don't trust the Cowboys.
I mean, you got to worry about the Eagles.
I think the Lions are a year away probably from really being dangerous. And then the Eagles are like the Chiefs where I've just like they've been good consistently for like 2 years now that I can't just like count them off because they're not playing their best right now. But
exactly. Like I feel like they have the experience to where they could be dangerous. The Lions are great. Like the Lions are really good, but I agree with you that almost the opposite of the Eagles. They don't have that experience, and I don't know if they're there yet. I think the 49ers are I think the NFC is more obvious. Honestly,
more
I think
clear
it's more cut. Yeah, than even the AFC.
Yep, I agree.
The Cowboys can do something now. The Cowboys can shock the world.
The Cowboys are gonna cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely, but I'm just saying they could shock the world.
I don't think
that AFC South though. Wow.
Did you love that? You love the AFC South. Dude, if I know one thing about my friend Chris, if I know one thing about my friend Chris, is he is a big Houston Texans guy and a big Jacksonville Jaguars guy.
Oh, you already named two of the teams. I was going to go impromptu. Let's learn sports. Chris, name all the teams in the AFC South.
Colts, Texans, Titans.
Let's go.
Look at that. Look at that. He knows sports.
He's been learning, folks.
I've been learning. It's fun. Yeah. NFL season's coming to a wrap soon. Sundays are just going to be Sundays.
Yeah.
I know.
You hate to see it.
And I hate that. I hate everything about that.
You hate to see it.
Oh, man.
So, boys, obviously we were talking...
Going on still, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we just got to get on the Sunday morning soccer train.
I mean, I've been on the Sunday morning soccer train.
Football.
I live on it.
Oh, man. All right, Adam, what were you getting ready to say?
I was going to do a little transition. Like, obviously, we were talking New Year's a little bit earlier. Are you guys New Year's resolution people?
Never have been. No. I'm not big on it.
If I'm going to have a New Year's resolution, I'll set it a week before New Year's because I don't believe in setting a New Year's resolution on New Year's because it just, like, statistically, they don't ever get fulfilled. So, like, if I have a plan, I want to start it before New Year's so I can be like, oh, I planned this even before New Year's, so I can commit.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really been big on setting them. Oh, dying. I'm dead. I'm dying over here. But, because of what Chris just said, they're, like, kind of bound to fail, which is a really negative outlook on it. But if you just look at the numbers, no one's going forward with those past, like, a month.
So I think it's good to have probably like overarching goals, but like I've definitely fallen victim to I make it too specific and I set myself up to fail. So like the last 3 years, I've made my New Year's resolution that I'm going to read one book every month. January rolls around. I'm cranking out on reading. It's like January 16th, I'm done with my book. And then I don't pick up another book for the rest of the year. So I'm very good at being good in January, but then it just slowly fizzles out. Whereas this year, like it's around reading just because I need to watch less TV and I feel like reading is better for me, but it's like, let's just go for 5 books.
That's a lot.
It doesn't have to.
Mainstream media wants you to believe.
Big book.
Big book wants you to believe that you need to read.
But like, so my biggest problem is, again, because I watch so much TV and obviously I prefer TV, like, I'm like, oh, we watch a lot of crime shows. Maybe I should read like a mystery book or like a investigator book, something like that. But then would I rather read that or would I rather watch it? And then I just end up watching it because like I need to find that genre that I don't watch on TV, but I prefer. So I would just read it. Like I don't know if I like the TV version,
or maybe one that doesn't really have a TV genre.
So like I've tried doing like I like Game of Thrones. I like stuff like that. So I've gone into like the fantasy realm. I've tried there, but like the books are too weird. Like there's a reason why these are books and not on TV. Like
I think you should just start reading romance novels.
There's something to that. Maybe. I don't know.
You think you'd like a romance novel?
No, I don't. But I haven't found that book genre yet.
Is that
did you like romance novels?
No, it's that these books that these women are reading are like, I mean,
did you open them up for them? Did you
like I've seen some like Instagram reels where it's like opening my girlfriend's book and like the 10 terms they've used instead of penis, and it's like flesh arrow, meat hammer. I'm like, oh god,
oh wow.
It's like, what are they doing here? It's like, I need to take this away from you. This is inappropriate.
That's crazy.
Stop real quick reading a couple chapters before bed.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. But
like,
obviously, like it's supposed to be good.
I don't need to read anymore.
So like I'm thinking maybe like I haven't done like fiction. No, nonfiction. Nonfiction is real, right?
Yeah.
Like I haven't done any like nonfiction. Like maybe I would like war books or just like historical fiction. Like maybe that would be more interesting.
When I was younger, I loved like war books. You don't
maybe
like
though.
Chris?
Maybe.
No, I just don't. I think that's the kind of book you fall asleep to after 3 pages. Like,
I guess that's true. It could be boring.
Like, and then I've always been
history would be good.
I've always been like, maybe I'll read the Harry Potters because I love the movies, but like I'm gonna be reading it, and like yes, even though there's gonna be some extra details, like I'm still gonna be like, oh, Dobby's about to show up here. Oh, they don't get into the platform. They got like I know all the big things. Like sure, there's gonna be some juicy little tidbits that I pick up, but I ultimately know what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys hold on? I have a question. Real quick. Did you ever read the book The Hatchet?
Yes.
I loved that book.
That was the guy that like was literally like in the woods with an axe is like all he had.
Gary Paulson. Yeah. I loved that book. I think so too. But
so that's what I think. Like maybe I need to find an author. Like Aaron reads everything Stephen King. Like he likes the spooky books.
Okay.
And Kristen doesn't like the spooky, so I don't get to watch a lot of spooky. So maybe I should read the spooky books.
Yeah,
we talking spooky?
Like I always try and do like
spooky.
Like I love like I like psychological thriller movies like Shutter Island,
Gone
Girl, like
great.
So a lot of the times I'll literally like Google like books like Shutter Island, and then I don't know. I just haven't found any that I like.
Yeah,
it's never the same.
No,
or like I said, like I'll read one book super quick and then I just like don't do it again.
Yeah. So to that point, you said you typically your resolution and your goal is to read a book a month.
Yep.
So how about
this year? It's 5 books.
I was going to say 4, but I like 5 too. I'm not doing anything. I'll commit to that.
All right.
I'll do 4.
Should we read the same books? Do Nightly Nonsense Book Club?
There's some potential there. So we gotta make sure no one goes into it because more important than us reading the same book as us.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do the same book one of these times, but
like it's been taking me hard on the Pendragon series. I don't know if you've read those books. But I mean, it's the young adult like.
There's one right now called I don't remember what it stands for, but the abbreviation is ACOTAR. That's a real popular one. There's like this book called like, I want to say Nightwing, but I know that's
the
not
Fourth Wing
right.
or whatever.
Fourth Wing.
And I was reading right now.
And I was like, oh, is it like the fourth book in the series? And they're like, no. I'm like, then why is it the Fourth Wing? But I don't know. So, all right, I'm going. Have me down for 5 books. Chris, you're down for 4 books, and Dave, you're on 5 new TV shows. All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I was gonna say. Because I'm like, boys, as much as I support you reading, I literally read for like 8 hours every day.
Exactly. So we're putting you on 5 new TV shows.
All right. That's a lot. That's not bad. I can do that.
You can do some shorter series, and then like maybe dedicate like to one big series.
Yeah. No, I'm all in on that. I'm all in on that.
Beautiful. Now, how are we gonna hold each other accountable? Like, do we have like timelines that we have to follow? What's the punishment going to be if we don't hit our goal? Because this is a big thing. Like, it's only myself keeping me accountable. So like every year I'm like, oh, I didn't read the books. We'll try again next year, but like there's no consequence. So like I need something that like is motivating me to read these books so that I don't have to do X.
So 12 months in a year divided by 5. You have to finish one book. You have to finish your first book by the end of March. Nah, 2.4 every 2.5 months. So
yeah,
we'll do by the end of like by March 15th, and then by whatever 2.5 months after March the 15th would be.
We can just do like quarterly check-ins. Just be like, how are you tracking? Yeah. What are you going to do to stay on track? Yada yada. Okay. And then we do need to find something that like, and it can all be different punishments. It can be a unanimous punishment, but like X happens if you don't finish your goal.
Yeah. No, I agree. Let's do that.
So we'll sit on that. We don't have to come up with that today. But
yeah, we have a full year.
But we got to think of something because we have to have something to actually keep us accountable.
Maybe we thought to have a little Instagram poll for the punishment.
I like that.
And let people join in.
We have some people that'll toss out some dangerous ideas for us, I feel. Like I'll have to get my ears pierced next Thanksgiving.
Maybe we come up with 4 options and let the public
vote. Okay, all right, I like that.
I was going to say, yeah, because there's going to be some people who have us like doing something outrageous.
I love that.
On the line.
I love this, boys. I will say, though, like these 3 days at the gym for my New Year's resolution is fitness. Like it really... I'm happy for them, one, to get better, but like to get on a bench, the line's like 3 people deep. Oh. Like it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, gyms are always better.
They're going to be gone in a month and a half.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
They don't have their buddies on a podcast holding them accountable. They're eventually going to give in.
By February 1st, they're all gone.
Are you guys... There's like 2 times in the year. It's January, and then it's like probably like May, really like right before summer.
Right before it's really pool season.
Yeah. People are like, oh, let me lose 25 pounds in 2 weeks before pool season.
Right before Memorial Day.
Yep, that's how it works.
Yep.
Are you guys or have you ever been dry January people?
For me, here's my thing about that. For me, I feel like, contrary to what happened in Mexico with the pina coladas, I don't feel like I drink so much that I need to get to a point of having to do dry. And I'm not saying you should only do dry January if you drink a lot, but like the only time I drink is occasionally on the weekends. Like I don't even really drink during the week unless I'm sipping on something while we're doing the pod. Yep. But other than that, like Sunday through Thursday, I'm not drinking at all, and then it's only sometimes on the weekend. So I've never done it before just because of that.
So that's why I brought it up, because like with a lot of these things, like the whole hope with like even me trying to knock out 5 books as my New Year's resolution, like the hope is like, oh, I enjoyed doing that, so next year it's even more books. Like you're building a good habit, but I feel like everyone I've ever talked to that does dry January, like February 1, they're like, we're going out. Like, I miss drinking. It's like, then like a whole month of good work you're ruining in like the following 2 weekends. So I don't like, is it just to prove a point? Is it like a reset? Because like if you're trying to prove to yourself that you can go a whole month without drinking, then like you might arguably have a problem. But like, so you're just trying to like prove it to yourself, or is it just like this is my reset? But then like, is the reset even worth it? Like you said, Dave, you mentioned like my bachelor party. Like if you went, like let's say that bachelor party was like February 1 and you did dry January, like you just really undid all of January in a weekend, you know?
Yeah. It's almost, you can almost compare it to like how a lot of diets end up with people gaining more weight after they diet because they restrict themselves so much, and then they're like, oh, now I have to splurge, gorge on a bunch of, I completed my challenge for this month. Now I'm going to go out and blow it out. I don't even have like a beer like when I'm just sitting around. Like the only time I'm drinking is with you guys, and then maybe a couple of beers or something while I'm watching football on Sunday, but like that's it.
Yeah.
So there's just never been a need there for me to do that. If anything, I would lean more towards sober October than I would to dry January, because I feel like sober October at least sets you up before you're going into the Christmas season where you know you're going to be eating more and drinking more and stuff like that. The beginning of the year, I get it, but yeah, Dave, what?
I've never even heard of Sober October. Did you just make that up?
No, that's a big thing. That's what Joe Rogan and Bert Kreischer and all those guys do together.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, cool. You can keep going.
Yeah. No, that's all I had to say there.
I mean, I will say, like, self-admitted, pretty avid midweek drinker. Like, I'm no stranger to like a nice glass of bourbon or maybe a nice glass of wine.
We're not here to shame.
A nice glass of wine with dinner. But like I said, like I don't view it like
you're not getting drunk.
No, and like I said, I just feel like people that do dry January, then like so early on in February, they're like, now I want to go out because I didn't have it. And you're just like retroactively doing undoing all of the good things you did for a month. Like I feel like you can't just like stop cold turkey. Like you have to, if you genuinely want to build a good habit, you have to like work up to it. Like I said, like I've clearly made myself too lofty of goals the last 3 years of 12 books when I've literally up until that read 0 books. Like how did I expect that to happen? It didn't work. You have to be a little more strategic about it.
Yeah. So another resolution for me this year. Can't make any promises on this one, but it's a good target to shoot for. I'm going to try and get down to the 2 milligram pouches instead of the 4 milligram pouches this year.
Okay.
Just slowly
on those Zen daddies?
On those Zombies.
Oh yeah, you're on ons.
Yeah, I just think it's so funny that the name of it was on, and it's got like a little like recycling stuff. It's like, oh, we want to keep you on nicotine. Like we don't want you off. We want you on. We want you to stay on, friend.
Yep.
The best though is when we're gonna come on here and be like, Chris, so how's it going? It's like, well, instead of doing 4s, I'm doing 2 2s. So
well, that's exactly what he does that already. You were doing that in Mexico where you would put 2 2s in instead of a 4.
And it's actually 2 4s a lot of times.
Oh my! Oh.
That's a dangerous game. That's a dangerous game.
No.
So no, another one of mine is like, so I'm really not a big social media person, so it's not so much post more, but just like take more photos. Like I don't think I took a single photo on my own bachelor party, which don't get me wrong, I had a blast. I was living in the moment type deal, but like it'd be nice to have some things to like look back on. Like the only thing I took a picture of was Bobo's butt. Like that's all I had for my entire bachelor party.
Yeah.
Well, like we go
there's a lot
but like the same, like I never take the picture. Like
that's fine. That's not your role. That's my role. That's what I do.
No,
but like I need to get better about like taking pictures, because like once again, like obviously I know Kristen's gonna do it on her honeymoon, but like we're going to come back from our honeymoon. I'm going to have like a picture of like a pizza and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm big on taking pictures.
I just want to be better about taking pictures.
Like recognizing moments that you want to take pictures of. I get that.
Yeah.
I also think another good aspect of that would be candids of other people. Like I think the big thing that the boys can do in general is like take a little candid when no one's looking at the group. While little buddies having
So
you got to make sure if you're taking a candid of me though, you're getting a good angle. Jeez.
No, so
I'm gonna need a high angle.
That kind of this is gonna be random and maybe a little tangent, but like I always see that with like every once in a while I'll see on Instagram it'll be like people rating other like girls rating guys' Hinge profiles and they're like, don't post pictures of like you and another person. Like they have to be solo pictures. I'm like, I couldn't tell you the last time I have a solo picture of just me. So like if Chris is taking some candids of me, I'm like, ooh, I look pretty good there. Which like I don't need a dating profile, but like that's always something to me. I'm like, that would be so weird if like I came up to you and was like, hey, can you just take a picture of me? And it's just like just me on the beach. Like I feel like that's like I think like that's a very uncomfortable thing for me to ask someone to do. Yeah, like when we first got to Mexico and Sam had like those beach photographers like putting me through a photo shoot. I'm like, I've never been more uncomfortable in my life.
That was incredible, though.
I don't think Sam bought them.
No. We had to go look in the lobby.
Oh, no.
I think that was in 2K lobby.
I lost all interest in those people when someone yelled that I was a lawyer and the girl said, mucho dinero, and went like that. And I said, get away. Get away from me. No dinero.
All right. So for me, I have take more photos, read 5 books. Chris, go from the 4s to the 2s, read 4 books. Dave, watch 5 new TV shows, and we need one more kind of outside of that goal. Just a little something to
I don't know. Dude,
to keep you honest about.
Things. We'll cut down. I'm not getting because we're making realistic goals, so I'm not going to cut Diet Coke out completely.
Yeah.
But I'll cut down the amount of Diet Coke consumption in a day to, let's see. I'll just say I'll give like one per day. I could do that.
A Diet Coke a day?
Whoa.
Yeah. I think I could do that.
What?
Yep. I drink a lot of water.
That's good.
Yeah, like I'm at work.
I don't think Diet Cokes are a concern for you. I think if you have 1 Diet Coke a day, you're fine, dude. That's not a concern. I mean, a lot of people have like a Red Bull or a Monster every single day. Like,
I know. I know, but right now I drink like 1 in the morning right when I wake up. I drink another one around lunchtime, and then at dinner I may have like 2 or 3. And so it's like, if I could cut down to...
Yeah. Like, so it might be a problem. It might be a problem.
We can say one bag like 6. So yeah,
no, that's the goal. That's what I'm telling you. If I was saying I was only drinking 1 right now, then that wouldn't be a resolution.
Because like for me to take more photos, like I'm not kidding you, I might have taken like 10 photos this year that are like saved in my photos. So like it's a lot easier to take 10 photos. Like I'm not putting too much pressure on myself.
At the end of the year, I'm going to be on the 8 milligrams, and Dave's going to be on 1 2-liter of Diet Coke.
I'm sitting here thinking right now about this, though, because you asked me about water consumption, and that is high. I'm just steadily drinking all day long.
Liquid consumption is where it needs to be.
I know. 1 Diet Coke in the morning, 2 bottles of water in the morning. Another Diet Coke, 6 bottles. I don't like coffee.
Caffeine now, so that makes sense.
That's my only caffeine, yeah. I don't like coffee at all.
How are you securing your Diet Coke? So when you're at work, how are you getting your Diet Coke?
Out of the vending machine.
But maybe that's where you can make a sense. Maybe like bring a Diet Coke with you, save a little money.
I could. Like I have a can of Diet Coke that I bring from home, and then at lunchtime I get a bottle out of the vending machine.
every day.
And then pretty much, yeah.
So maybe eliminate the in the office Diet Coke.
Yeah, maybe eliminate that vending
sure.
machine. But that
and then
seems like it's an important one.
No, we could supplement with more water.
Dude, I will say, all I drink is water, and I get to points where I'm just like, I need something else. Like,
yeah.
No, you can't replace
I just need something.
That's not because that's just sugar. There's no sugar in that.
What about a Gatorade Zero? And then what's the difference between that and the Diet Coke, honestly?
Zero difference really at the end of the day. It's probably still aspartame, probably still has a bunch of sodium in it, not a big thing.
Maybe like a nice green tea.
I love green tea.
Yeah.
I love tea in general.
Fill it then.
Dude, I've always got the tea. If you want to know any tea, just hit me up.
Spill it, Dave.
Let's learn sport. What do you think?
Let's freaking do it.
Let's do it, eh?
All right. So I've really liked when we do more of the trivia focus as opposed to just one of us talking to you. So with college football wrapping up, we're having the national championship game. I'm going to ask you two. You have 3 strikes to name me the last 10, counting this year, Heisman winners.
Oh, gosh. This is going to be bad. All right.
So
this year I know.
If you guys don't like that one, I do have also next to it.
No, we'll do it. We'll get it figured out.
You're going to give it a little go. I can
got this.
And you guys can have up to, you want 3 hints?
Yeah, we'll do 3 hints.
So 3 strikes.
I know this year's.
3 strikes, 3 hints.
All right, Chris, this year's Jaden Daniels from LSU this year.
Yep.
That's 1. We got 1.
Why? What did he do?
Howard Wall. Dude, he's good.
So the Heisman isn't most valuable. It's most outstanding. So really who had the best numbers? So Chris, I think just because of guys that are in the NFL, good young guys, you'd be able to name.
Yeah.
You'd be able to name some of these.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow won 1.
Lamar.
Yeah, there's Lamar Jackson.
Okay, so slow down. You guys have 2023, you have 2019, and you have 2016.
So we need 2013, right?
Yeah, starting in 13.
Starting in 14. Because we're counting this year's.
This year. We already got this 15. Year.
If you want 13, you can go for 13 too.
Didn't Matt Duggan win it last year, the TCU guy? Wasn't he supposed to win it?
Did he? No, he didn't win it. Did he? Do you want to guess him?
I know he was in the running for last year. That's all I can remember.
I feel like Alabama running backs are big on Heisman trophies, I feel like. But
did Trevor Lawrence win one?
Yep. Yes, he did. Let's guess Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence did not win one.
Oh, what? I was very confident in that.
He did not win one.
Did Tua win one?
No. Yes. No. Someone did with the Hawaiian, wearing the Hawaiian leg. I know Marcus Mariota did, but that's before 2004.
Was Murray in the same class as Tua?
Oh, this is really difficult. Shoot.
Yeah, this is the hardest one we've done.
This is the hardest one we've done.
I like it. I wanted to make you boys think a little bit.
Did Christian McCaffrey win one?
No. It's Stanford.
No. So I will give you guys a hint that's not part of your hints of not asking for one. All but 2 of these are quarterbacks.
So we got 2 running backs out there.
Didn't say that.
No, the one's a wide receiver from Alabama.
A wide receiver won the Heisman? That sounds crazy.
I thought. Dude, I'm all over the place right now. My brain's
I can tell your brain's slow today, Dave. No offense at all, but I just seem like you would typically know a lot more of these.
I know.
So
to Bryce Young.
You got Caleb Williams.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yep. Very good.
Okay.
So you guys currently have 1 strike. You've gotten 4 of them, and you have used no hints.
Caleb Williams. Jalen Hurts. No.
Yes.
I'll think a hint real quick.
Three of these quarterbacks were drafted first overall. So you need 2021, 2020, 2018, 2017, 2015, and 2014.
Baker Mayfield won one.
Baker Mayfield did win one. Yeah. 2017.
Alabama quarterback. 2021. Alabama quarterback.
Alabama quarterback in 2021.
Oh, come on.
You did say his name earlier.
Bryce Young.
Yep, Bryce
I said
Young.
his name. Okay, I did say his name. All right, so we have Jaden Daniels, we have Caleb Williams, we have Bryce Young.
Then you don't have 2020. Then you have Joe Burrow. You don't have 2018. Then you have Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson. Then you don't have 2015. You don't have 2014.
Okay.
2014 and 2015 are going to be tough. Now,
you got to be strategic with your hints for those ones then.
2014 would mean they're 8 to 9 years in the league, essentially. So older players at this point. Potentially,
I mean, they're getting up.
Not even playing anymore.
Potentially. Let's get another hint. We have 2 more hints?
Yep. I'm trying to give you guys a good hint.
Can you think of anybody who's in the same draft class as Christian McCaffrey? How did he not win with ice?
Hold on one second. So, well, he wasn't as good in college. I mean, he was very good in college, but he wasn't as good. I said Marcus Mariota was before 2014 earlier. He could have been in 2014 when he wore. Oh, he's giving a head nod.
Yep, I'm giving you that one because I wanted to give the hint of you said him earlier, but you've said a lot of guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, Marcus Mariota was 2014.
So we're looking for 30.
Really.
So you need 2015, 2018, and 2020.
Did I say so? For some reason, I thought an Alabama running back has won one. Like Mark Ingram won one. Like that was like 2009 or something. And then, so Alabama.
So earlier
back.
you said
a wide receiver,
and then you said a wide receiver, and that's also correct.
Oh shoot! Okay, so we have a wide receiver and a running back. So Alabama running backs in the last couple of years: Trent Richardson, no. Eddie Lacy, no. Those guys are old.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. Yep. Derrick Henry won one. And then the wide receivers, I mean, it's like
there's
wide
no
receiver.
way I'll get the wide receiver one. I have no idea.
So
it could be anyone.
It could be anyone.
You guys still have 2 clues, so I'm going to give you your clues for each of them. And so the receiver is the number 2 receiver on his team.
Okay. So between LSU and Alabama wide receivers, so LSU was Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
It was the 2020 guy was the receiver. I'll give you that as well.
Devontae Smith.
Correct.
I would have never got that in a million years.
And then for this one, I will give you the clue of he transferred to the school from A&M, and then he won the Heisman at his new school.
Isn't that what? No, Baker Mayfield. No, he was from Texas Tech.
Well, but same thing. Yes, he transferred from the school. So he transferred from A&M and then went on to win the Heisman at the school he transferred to. And
Murray?
Yep. I was going to say, Andy falls into the category of he was taken first overall.
Kyler Murray. Look at that.
Very good. You were just kind of like throwing out names, though. You didn't like...
We didn't guess him. You did throw his name out earlier.
Yeah, that's amazing. That was the hardest one we've done. For sure.
That's really tough. That was really tough.
So to run through that, we had Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Devonta Smith, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Marcus Mariota, and then just for funsies, Jameis Winston was the 2013 winner.
Yes. Yep. Famous Jameis eating W's.
Wow.
Eating W's. Good work, boys. Good work.
That was tough. That was real tough.
And that was Let's Learn Sport, brought to you by Fanatics.
What?
Fanatics, what up?
Shout out Fanatics.
All right, Chris.
Anything about Fanatics? Do we like Fanatics? I love
Fanatics.
I got one of my Christmas presents this year from Fanatics. Shout out Fanatics. Phenomenal Liverpool jersey. It looks great.
I got a gift card to use.
All right.
Love that. You can buy what you want.
Exactly. Any team, any sport.
All your sports gear you can get at Fanatics. We got Valentine's Day just a month away. If you want to get your loved one something nice from their favorite team, look no further than Fanatics.
Your loved one. I love it.
I'm a fan of Fanatics. So.
Bingo.
A little bit of both. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone there.
All right. Well, guys, I got a great animal for you this week. Really, really interesting animal. We're going to be learning a little bit about the giant Pacific octopus.
Of course. What else would we learn about?
So, the giant Pacific octopus has 9 hearts.
Wow.
And 8 of the... Well, he's got 1... Hold on. I could be wrong about this. Maybe he has 9 brains. He has 9 brains. Sorry.
Okay.
He's got 9 brains, 8 satellites. So each of their tentacles essentially has a brain.
Whoa.
Crazy.
There's 250 little suckers on each one of the tentacles, and each one of them can taste and sense things around them. So they can essentially create a 3D virtual map of its surroundings at all times. If you're behind, the side, below, above, everything, it just knows what's around. It can close it down and be perfectly lost. I
feel like I'd be confusing myself.
Yeah. Each tentacle is capable of lifting a cinder block alone. Crazy.
Whoa.
Let's see. They're just wild. Like, they can open doors, they can turn off valves, they can turn on valves, they can hit through openings the size of like a...
Have they been doing that? Like, do they throw them in there to do those things?
Yeah, they test them and stuff. They give little quizzes and challenges. Sometimes they see if they can name Heisman, and they do a pretty good job.
Their football knowledge is incredible.
Yeah.
Fun fact about the Pacific octopus.
Big football fans.
I love
that.
It can recognize you. So if they've met you once and they know you're friendly, they'll recognize you. So a lot of other animals can do that, but there's a lot of seeds.
How big is said octopus, Chris? What's the average size of this guy or gal?
They are pretty big. Let me give you an exact size here for you. Then.
Octopus and squid are terrifying. Like, can you imagine running into one of those in the ocean?
Oh my gosh!
Short lifespan, 3 to 5 years. Short lifespan.
But how big are they?
What? Weighing in an impressive 156 pounds, with an arm span the length of a car.
Whoa!
I mean, one of those guys probably going to Mexico.
Oh my god!
So you say they have a lifespan of 3 to 5 years, but what is that in octopus years? You know?
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't have that conversion yet.
No, we don't have that conversion rate yet.
Okay.
But that's probably the most interesting thing about them right here. So you guys might know that humans have iron in their blood, right?
Yep.
You guys know that?
Mm-hmm.
Hemoglobin, iron.
I did.
Yeah. So
I was aware.
What I didn't know is there's other types of blood there. So octopuses have their copper blood.
Whoa. Like, I knew, like, hot and cold-blooded, but I didn't know, like, copper-blooded, iron-blooded.
Yeah, I didn't even know that existed. That's wild.
Is there, like gold
blood?
Is there, like, gold-blooded out there? That'd be incredible.
They have copper-based blue blood. Blue, that helps
so is there ink blood
from the colder waters that they inhabit?
They bleed blue.
They bleed blue.
Wow.
Biggest Blues fans, the octopus. Who knew?
Who knew?
Love that.
You thought they would have been fans of the Kraken.
No.
The mollusks and even other octopuses.
Well, cannibalism.
Wow, they eat other octopus. Crazy.
The pupils are the shape of panoramic cameras, so they can pretty much see in all directions.
That's wild.
I
would love that.
Dude, especially in the ocean.
They lay up to 74,000 eggs at one time.
74K?
Whoa. That's the most interesting fact so far.
And their eggs are the size no bigger than a grain of rice. And so those eggs will float to the surface where they'll start to get sun in their planktonic stage for 30 to 90 days. And as they grow larger, they get heavier and they'll sink to the bottom.
It's like photosynthesis.
So do most octopus mothers just lose their kids?
They'll never meet them, probably.
Yeah, because like if they go to the surface, who knows where those eggs are being taken?
Yeah, only like 3% of them are surviving, which is 3%. So I think it may be like 0.002%.
Exactly.
When you think about
they live
like feeders, it's just like eating planktonic, a whale can give
all of them.
Yeah, and like in one little mosquito. That's wild. So the next ones they eventually settle on the sea floor, where they'll start growing rapidly. They'll increase their body weight by 1% every day. That's a lot.
Dude, sea animals are wild. We're losing them.
I'm
beep boop bop. Beep boop bop.
I'm over here. I'm muting myself. Y'all couldn't hear me, right? I was
nope.
Coughing out a lung over here.
Last fact out here. There's not even they can open up child-free medication, which is wild.
Wild.
They can
still to this day.
Yep. And they can use tools.
What kind of tools are you talking? Like a hammer?
Anti-drill, ratchet, hammer.
So have any? I was gonna say, have any like oil pipeline companies like
Look at
these guys?
Yeah, like train the octopus is like, hey, we need some of these Titan, just like give them the wrench and just like send them on their way and hope for the best.
No, I do have a fun fact here that kind of relates to that. So we were playing this game at a Christmas party a couple weeks ago, and it was like or something like that. And so everybody goes around, and one person will get the card with the actual facts on it, and everybody else has to make up a lie, and you have to guess to see which one the real fact was. And one guy's answer was, the Navy once used trained dolphins to deliver missiles to underwater sea laboratories. That's what he came up with, and we always thought that was that there's no chance.
That was the fact?
The Navy just used dolphins to transport underwater missiles to underwater sea laboratories.
See, that's one of those
crazy.
That, like, obviously it seems so far-fetched, but, like, who's coming up with that lie? Like, that it almost makes you want to buy that it's real, but at the same time, you're like, but no
but
way.
It can't be, right?
Exactly.
Wow. All right. Well, folks, that is Chris's Animal Fact of the Week. Hopefully we'll learn a lot more about animals this year. That's supported by the World Wildlife Foundation. Animals are great. Treat them with respect. Learn more about them. They're pretty cool.
Go animals, go Earth. Go octopus.
All right, boys. That means it's time for the lyric battle game. Am I right?
Let's do it.
And it's presented by SeatGeek. Your spot for all of your sports tickets, concert tickets, comedy shows, and maybe even
fight tickets on there.
Yeah, you could get UFC fights, wrestling, boxing, WWE. Probably if there's an event.
Yeah, Disney on Ice. You think Disney on Ice?
I know. Yep, Disney on Ice is on there.
Let's go.
Maybe a play or something like that to kill a mockingbird.
Taking a show.
Yep, but maybe even a movie.
One of these days. One of these
days. So it's my turn to give the lyrics this week because after a just traumatic loss on last episode.
So is it
Christmas songs?
Is it Chris with 6?
Yep.
Dave with 4?
4.
And me with 2?
Yep. We've done it 4 times, and there's 3 each time. That adds up to 12. So we have 6-4-2.
6-4-2.
So I have the songs this week, and Chris, since you beat me last week, that means you get to choose if you go first or second. What are you going to want to do?
I'm going to defer in the second.
Okay.
All right. Defer to the second half.
Yeah.
All right. Who's ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Let's hope I can make it through this without coughing again. All right. Here we go. First word of the first song is listen.
Listen, baby. Ain't no mountain high. Ain't no valley low. Ain't no river. Let's go.
That's it.
All right.
Wow.
That's huge.
I wouldn't have got that.
That's huge.
That's the first time that's happened.
That's
first
huge.
Word.
Just being in last place, I needed that.
Wow. That's impressive.
Let's go.
Way to freaking go. All right.
I can't even think of another song, so that's the only one I got.
That's unbelievable.
That is unbelievable. All right, Chris. First word of the second song. He.
He was a boy. I was a girl. Couldn't be any more obvious.
What?
Are we 2 for 2? He was a boy. She was a girl. He was a scooter boy. She said, "See you later, boy." Let's go, Chris.
What?
And these aren't even like that main. Like, obviously they're popular songs, but like still, let's go.
How did you just get that?
On He, I was thinking over here too. That a boy, Chris.
That is wild.
I was gonna say the boys came to play.
Yeah, really? Okay. All right. Well. Okay.
What you got?
I'm
Dave's
stuck over here. All right.
And now this one looks like it's like 15 words.
This I thought was the easiest. All right, here we go. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
baby, baby. Oops, I did it again.
No.
Okay.
No. Okay.
I think it's pretty easy. You shouldn't have to think if it's the song.
No, it's not. All right. Second word is baby.
Oh baby. Oh baby, baby. That's a tough one.
I think I know it.
What you need? I got what you is that?
I like that song. But that's
is that it?
No.
Oh baby.
That's what I thought it was. The oh baby, you got what I need.
Not that one.
But I didn't have it. That's what I had. That was my guess that I was about to fire off.
Okay. Third word, baby.
Oh baby. So I thought maybe it was Oops, I Did It Again. Oh baby, baby. No, I just got the beat of Oops, I Did It Again in my head. So that's all I got. So I don't know.
Okay. Next word, how.
Nothing.
I think I maybe have it.
Okay. Next word is was.
Oh baby, baby, how was? I don't have it then. How was I supposed to breathe? I think it's no air, but I don't think it is at the same time.
It's not.
Okay. Oh baby, baby, how? Is that where we're at?
How was.
How was. Okay. So Chris, to you.
How was I?
Oh baby, baby. How was I? How was I?
You thought this was the easy one?
I know it. I can't think of the melody though. How was I supposed to know that leaving you that I don't know. Okay. I know it. I know the song. I know who it's by. I just don't know the lyrics and I don't know the melody.
I still only have oh baby, baby. Oops, that's all I have in my head right now.
All right. The word I just gave you was I, right, Chris?
That is correct. Because I'm writing it down now because we got too many words.
Oh baby, baby, how was I supposed?
Yeah.
Oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Dude, I don't have it. I don't have it.
All right, next word is two.
Oh baby, baby. I wasn't. Oh baby, baby. How was I supposed to know that something wasn't? Something was. Oh baby, baby.
No,
that's what I guessed the first song.
So here's I am gonna give you a hint.
No hints.
Well, okay.
It's not Britney Spears.
He said no hints, so.
So it's not Oops, I Did It Again, but clearly it is Britney Spears if he said no hints.
So
I think
I
know it.
I know it too.
It should have been telling. Yeah. It should have been telling that when you sang "Oops, I Did It Again,"
yep.
I had to go and look at the lyrics because I'm like, wait, that's not the name of the song. But it's not the name of this, and it's not that song. All right, who's up?
Me, and I think I know it now.
And after supposed to, no, yeah,
no,
yeah.
How was I supposed to know that something wasn't right here? Show me how you want it to be. 'Cause baby, oh now, because My loneliness is killing me.
And I
must admit, I still believe. Now, so it was one more time.
No.
That's what I would think. Those are the words I think.
Hit me, baby, one more time. You sang Oops, I Did It Again.
Ooh, I did.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you did.
Said, oh, baby, baby.
Well, yeah, that's the first 2 words I gave you.
But then, oops, I did it again is what we both said. But it's, oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't?
Yep.
Yep. How
oh,
about
baby,
that?
baby, I shouldn't have let you go, and now you're out of sight. Yeah, show me how you want it to, but tell me, baby, because I need to. Oh, just because. Hit me, baby, one more time.
And then screenshotting songs as I come up across hard lyrics. So I'm gonna have to get some good ones next week.
So also, like I said, we both got it on the first word the first time, and then the last one it took us 9.
Yeah. Unbelievable performance out of you two to get the first 2 on the first words.
So yeah, unbelievable.
That's unreal.
If we ever go all 3, like we get them all on the first, that'll be incredible.
That will be
nice. So I get the dub this week. That puts Chris at 6, or Chris at 7, and then Dave and I both tied at 4.
Yep.
And did we decide we're playing to 12?
12, yeah.
Yep,
to 12.
Okay. 12. I like this game. This is a good game.
And we actually, again, we can do this as maybe we can send out the poll of the punishment if we don't get our New Year's resolution, and whatever gets like the second most votes can be the punishment for whoever has the least amount of points whenever someone gets to 12.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Love it.
Love it.
Good week.
We will be releasing on Fridays moving forward.
Yeah.
We got real guys, and we got give us a little bit more freedom in our recording on the night during the week. His game's always traveling, and he's rushing back to record the pod and stuff. So hope that doesn't ruin anybody's experience. Yeah, I
was gonna say, wait, whoa. All right, yep, me. It's all me.
Yeah.
No, either way, Fridays are a good idea. People usually maybe take it a little bit easier on Fridays. It gives you a chance to listen once it's released. But either way, we'll be releasing on Fridays. You'll still be getting it weekly, though. You'll still be getting the boys once a week. Yeah. Guys, after this hiatus, it was great to talk to you this week. Obviously, love doing this, loving doing this every week. As always, everyone, that's Nightly Nonsense.
Hopefully my voice is back next week. What up? See ya.
So we can sing us out.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
See ya.